Good morning. It is Saturday here when I am filming this, and as you can see, I did a very colorful eye look today. And so for my hair, I'm going to do something that I've kind of been doing off and on and enjoying it. So it's a little bit crazier than normal, but fun. So I'm going to start off with my Catwalk Root Boost, and I am spraying this all through the back. We're going spiky today. And my hair, it's been about 10 days, I think, since my last cut. So it's getting almost to kind of my favorite point in the cut process, like in the month after a cut. But it's starting to spike a little bit easier, but still right here, this section always needs a little extra help. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put just a tiny little bit right here. And because it's been pretty recently that I had my hair highlighted, I'm going to use 2 pumps of the Acure Argan oil. That bottle is now white. It used to be a clear bottle. They've changed their packaging. And so I am still pretty regularly using a hair mask to keep my hair nice and soft. After all that bleaching that gets done, it usually takes me a good couple weeks before my hair is kind of back to full moisture. So, all right, worked that all the way through the hair. And now I'm going to blow dry, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to lift this section. So several of you have asked for tips on how to add more volume. So as I'm styling it this way, I will be giving extra tips of how to add extra volume, because again, I'm kind of having to work a little bit more because this is still a little bit shorter to get volume. So you want to make sure as you're putting in your Catwalk Root Boost that you're really scrubbing it directly into the roots and distributing it. Don't just let that spritz just stay right there, because it'll only volumize that spot. So really work that in, and then any other areas where you need fullness, add it there like I did right here. And then as we blow dry, I'm just going to be doing a little bit of the rubbing the palm of my hand here and pulling out. So as I start in with the blow dryer, you're going to notice I'm using 2 new tools today. This blow dryer was sent to me from JINRI, I believe is how you say that, I don't know. But just kind of a nice standard blow dryer. It has the removable, I forget what these are called, the directional attachment here. It does have the 2 speeds here and the 3 different temperature things, as well as a cool blast button right there. So, and what I love is this cord is so long. Oh my word. So if you have a plug that is really far away from your mirror, you would love this blow dryer because it gives you plenty of length to do your blow drying. All right, let's go ahead and get started. right, so you can see we've got quite a lot of volume here, and you can see I've got a lot of lift here going on by using the blow dryer in the roots and going in the opposite direction that you want the hair to go, because I want my hair going this way. That will also help give you more lift right there. Okay, so now is the time to put in all of our texture and really put the hair where you want it to be. So many of you already know, but this is the Enjoy Dry Wax. Yes, it can be difficult to get out of the jar, but I will link for you below a short little video I did on some tips on how to make it easier to work with. So I'm going to start off with about a pea size in the palm of my hand, and I'm rubbing that between my hands to warm it up, make it more pliable. And now I'm going to really start working it first through the back of the hair. And what I do is I work it through and then pull it through to the ends of the hair. And right now you just kind of want to distribute the product, and then we'll worry about the actual shaping in a moment. So then I'm going to take just a little bit more on the tip of my finger there and work this in the tips of my fingers through my thumbs and everything. And then I'm really going to rub this in the roots here. Okay, and then before I get too carried away here, I'm going to use the flat iron just a little bit. So this is the other product that was sent to me by the same company, and this is the Titanium 230X Professional. And again, this has a super long cord. It's a little bit smaller, shorter in length, and just slightly skinnier than the normal one I use, which I like that it's a little bit easier to get into my short sides here. But I was a little perplexed. I thought, well, how do I know what the temperature is? Well, on the inside here are some buttons, and watch when you turn it on. I don't know if you can see that. It starts immediately heating, and it will go to its first stopping point, which I think is 290. And it's heated up to 290, just that quick. And then there's plus and minus buttons inside. You can actually set it to a specific temperature, or you can hit the M, which is max, and that will increase it all the way up to 400. And it's done. It's hot. So just that quick. It heats up so fast. So I've really been enjoying that feature. And these plates are titanium, so I do think it does help protect the hair a little bit. So I'm going to take this through the sides, and I'm going to flip out the sides today. And then right here, I'm going to curl these sides down just a little bit. Same thing on this side. You can see my hair is still pretty short over here. And then I have a couple spots as I was putting through the wax that I just want to straighten a little bit here. And then right here at the front, I'm going to just separate with my fingers. You can use a comb here if you want, I'm just lazy. And I'm going to take this and pull this back and through. And that is going to kind of lift the hair that way, but it's not really going to curl it, just kind of give it a bend. And then here I'm going to actually curl this part down. And if you need more volume here, you can pull this through. Sometimes I go back and sometimes I go forward. Today, I think we're doing okay. I'll just show you. You do want to make sure you've kind of got it separated a little bit, but just pull it through the ends. And then right here on the sides, it tends to flip up a little bit. I'm just going to flatten those a little bit. So you can do this before you add any Enjoy Dry Wax, which is typically what I do. But today, I just kind of got a little excited to start working the wax in the hair. So All right, so I'm gonna take just a touch more wax now that we've got our kind of shape here going. Scrub it into the roots there. And now I'm going to kind of twist, use that wax on the end of my fingers to kind of provide that texture. I have a whole video on just how you add texture to this style or any short hairstyle that you have really. You don't have to have this particular style to want texture in your hair. And work it through the back here. And here on the sides, I just kind of, just depending on how it's looking, I like to take a little bit of wax if I need to, and just twist the ends together. And again, just make it look a little textury right here on the sides. I'm gonna check the back because I can't use my normal mirror that I like to use. So let's just look here. And right here on the top, you just want to make sure that you don't have a hole right here. So just grab the hair and kind of pull it up there. And I think we're ready now for some hairspray. Aussie Instant Freeze Hairspray. We'll start here at the front and just grab that section so it's not like a really fluffy full look. It kind of has a little more texture. And just work this spray through the hair, grabbing sections as you go, keeping everything just looking textury. And here on the side, we'll see what I end up doing here. Sometimes after I get the hairspray through, if it's looking too much like a balloon, then I will take sections and just kind of reshape or pull or tuck in just so it doesn't look too even, if that makes sense. And then I'm gonna pull this side piece forward a little bit. Sometimes I'll leave it back. I kind of like the look of it pulled a little bit forward. All right, so I brought my camera back here to my beauty room because there's a little more natural light. I think sometimes it's easier to see the texture of the finished look. And you can see kind of all of my highlights as well. So this is just a fun way to change up, especially the front part of the hair. When I wear my hair like this, my husband says, I like it when you wear it like that. And that's always a good thing. I started doing this when my bangs were really long last month and I was really having to be creative because they were driving me crazy, and have really enjoyed this change up. So for those of you who were struggling also in adding extra volume to your shorter style, hopefully the tips that I shared with you along the way were helpful. And for those of you just looking for different ways to style your short hair, hopefully you will give this look a try. Thank you as always so much for watching. I really appreciate your support of my channel. If you're not already a subscriber, please hit that button below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.